Welcome students, we are going to discuss here about the class 11 topic chapter 2 biological classification. So here we are going to discuss about the topic biological classification. First, the question is why classification is needed? Classification is needed because the organism has to organize in a manner way, in a systematic manner, not in haphazard way, not in houch-pouch way. So, to systemize all this organism in a system, it is needed. The scientific means to organize the organism in a system that is known as biological classification. And now the biological classification tell you that organisms are organized according to their habitat, according to their reproduction, according to their nutrition. So, the organisms are classified according to nutrition, according to their cell structure, according to the mode of reproduction. So, these are the main base which make the organism to classify, and these classification we can say the scientist arranged to know about the relation, like when this living world, are classified into flora and then the second is fauna. So, what is the main character between this flora and fauna? That is cellular body, means both are having cellular body. So, likewise we see in this classification, we see the relation between one organism and another organism. Now, what are the objective of classification? Here it is telling you what are the objectives of classification. So, the objective of classification is to identify and to describe all type of classification, to categorize organism into a species, then into genus, then into family, then into class, then into order, kingdom, like that. To know about the natural and phylogen relations, to make the study easier. Yes, if you are talking about the biological classification, today if you talk about the mango, nobody knows mango. But if we talk about Magnifera indica, everybody knows. In wherever you go in world, if you are talking about any of the organism, you will not recognize that organism with the local name. You will recognize that organism with the help of biological name. So, that is why this classification is taught to us to make the study easier. Now, many systems are there to classify the organism. So, these organisms are classified. This classification is based on two groups, that is anemia and anemia. Anemia means without blood group, without red blood. But this is with red blood and this is without red blood. So, here we are talking about the classification. Firstly, the organisms are classified into anemia and anemia. Like today we discuss about, always whenever you go for medical checkup, the doctor used the term anemic. Anemic means the weak and feeble person. So, now here it is telling you the organism, those who are having red blood cells, they are known as anemia, and without red blood cells the organism are known as anemia. If you see in further on classification chapter, you will come to know about the person, that is vertebrate and invertebrate. Most of the vertebrate, they belongs to anemia, and most of the invertebrate, they belongs to anemia. Now, we are going to discuss about the natural classification. Natural Natural system of classification. Natural system of classification tells you about the organism are classified according to the base of nature. Base of nature, it means the organism have mammary gland, or the organism have homocele. So likewise these organisms are classified. Now if you talk, the organism have 4-chamber heart. Means some of the organism, they are having homocele also, they are having mammary gland also, and they are having 4-chambered heart also. So all these are occurring inside the body part naturally. So we call them as natural system of classification. Now next is artificial system of classification. In this artificial system of classification, you will see the several characters which are artificially introduced in the term of evolution, and this shows the relation with one organism to another organism. Like Engler, the scientist name is Engler, who classified first the plant. He made the link of plant and animal. In this, the link is Euglena. It means the Euglena is an organism which is considered as plant also, which is considered as animal also, because Euglena are photosynthetic. Euglena are photosynthetic, whereas Euglena mode of nutrition is holozoic also. It means in the presence of light, in the presence of light, this Euglena, they prepare their food by the process of photosynthesis. But if light is not there, then this Euglena start observing the food with the help of pseudopodia. So these are the artificial system of classification in which the organism start evolving from one generation to another generation, which make the link between two of the species. Now we are going to discuss about the phenetic system of classification. We are going to discuss about phenetic system of classification. Phenetic system of classification tells you about the similarity, dissimilarity, evolution, then after chromosome number, then after cell number. So these are the terms used in this phenetic system of classification to classify the organism and to make our study easier, which may be classified into 4 parts, and these 4 parts are cytotaxonomy, The second one is chemotaxonomy. Chemotaxonomy. The third one is numerical taxonomy. And the fourth one is cladistic taxonomy. So cytotaxonomy, first of all, taxonomy. What is taxonomy? Taxonomy is the branch in which we study about the systematic arrangement of an organism, and this taxonomy is discovered by Bentham and Hooker. This word is introduced in biology with the help of Bentham and Hooker. Not only that, many scientists, they came forward, they start putting their theory to make the study very easier. Earlier it was complex, now it is very easy because all the things are present nearby us with the help of all the previous data and all. So we are going to discuss about cytotaxonomy. Cyto means cell. So in branch of biology where we study about the cell and all, classification means the classification, if it is based on cell, that is known as cytotaxonomy. Like you say prokaryotic organism and you say the eukaryotic organism. So this prokaryotic organism and this eukaryotic organism, they are two different from each other. Prokaryotic means naked genetic material they have, and this eukaryotic organism, they have true nucleus. So these are based on cytotaxonomy. Now chemotaxonomy means chemical texture of the organism. That also give us so idea about the classification. Then after we studied about the numerical taxonomy. Numerical taxonomy means the number of chromosomes, the number of cells, the number of all the characters. Like if you talk, you will get that some of the organism, they are having chromosome number 7 and some of the organism, they have the chromosome number 23. Like you talk about Pisum sativum, which you read in class 10th, their chromosome number is 7n, means 14. Here in human being you will see 23n, means 46, because we are diploid. So 46. It means the chemical nature. So now numerical taxonomy tell you about the number. It is assigned with the help of number, and cladistic is telling you all the evolution trends attached with all the previous character. Either it is natural or artificial, but when they come together, they make the system of classification. So according to that, you will get two system of classification. First of all, the two system of classification is introduced into the society. In this two system of classification, in which we study only and only about Plantae, and the second one is Animalia, which was discarded by many of the biologists because many of the species, many of the organisms, they are left. So next after that the system was introduced, that was three system of classification. So in this, the next introduction has been given, that was only and only about Protista. So Protista, Plantae, and then Animalia. Means in this the organism are kept which was unicellular unicellular eukaryotic organism, but then also it was discarded by biologists because all the unicellular organism with open genetic material was not introduced into this. Then after the fourth system of classification is introduced, in this the next is added, that was Monera. So after Monera you will get Protista, then after Plantae, then after Animalia. Now, after that, the last system of classification was introduced, that is 5 system of classification, which was introduced by R.H. Whittaker. R.H. Whittaker was a very clever scientist who started analyzing all the organism with all previous data, and with the help of carbon lineage data he introduced the 5 system of classification, and in this all the system, all the organisms are occupied, that was only and only Monera, Protista, Plantae, Animalia, and then after fungi. So this is your biological system of classification. Thank you. We will meet again in the next topic.